I wasn't trying to stick it to your computer.
What's that?
Never mind.
Oh, what? What? Okay.
What?
It's fine, never mind. I'll deal with it.
It's weird, I don't see it actually on. Do you see the stream on? No? Oh yes, there it is. Since we didn't get this set up in time, so. Mike's up first.
And what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of BB Nation Radio, broadcasting live from the Cowboy Technology Studios right here at the end of the Oregon Trail here in Oregon City, Oregon. As always, I'm your host, J-Dub, and with me are my co-hosts. First off, the sexy girlfriend, Miss Mariah.
Hello.
And as always, my fellow U.S. Army veteran, our resident outdoor expert, and my good friend, Mr. Jonathan Toll, the Dapper Sapper. All right. And last but not least, our producer, the man, the myth, the legend behind the scenes, the high-tech redneck himself, good old Josh.
Joined also by a special intern and learnee of the production studio, Mr. Randy Ray.
Oh, yeah, exactly. As the people so decided to dub him as Ray Dub, a.k.a. Son of J-Dub.
Well, once they send me a soundbite for that, then I'll believe it.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you know what? Talk to the folks that are doing the show. I'm just telling you, because they're the ones that were all about it last night on the special Saturday night edition of Friday Night Debauchery that we did.
Well,
so
hold on one second. We may have a little.
What?
We have a tech issue.
There's your one.
No.
Yeah.
What's the tech issue?
Yeah.
No audio?
No.
No, we have audio. They can hear us.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't fuck it up, Randy.
Yeah, way to go. Why you gotta blame the intern when you're the one doing it?
Hey, he's supposed to be here helping.
He's
Did
learning.
You guys get
Yeah.
the sound clip coming through.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
my-
we just tried playing the Don't F It Up, Randy. So, yeah, let's see if that one worked.
All right.
Here's Johnny.
The show can wait. I need to look pretty.
Play the blowjobs one.
No. Anyhow, can I get through my intro, please? All right. So, anyhow, while these guys are trying to figure out what the hell's going on, be sure to head over and check out our Facebook page over there at facebook.com/backwoodsvets. And don't forget to check out our official homepage of backwoodsvets.com. And while you're at it, since you're already here on our YouTube channel, be sure you hit that little subscribe button down below and make sure you click the bell so that way you get alerts of when we go live here on BB Nation Radio, as well as when we upload new content here onto the channel. Quick shout out to our friends and sponsors up at Eric's Armory and ericsarmory.com for all your shooting related loading, and tactical needs, whatever it may be, whether shopping in store or online, be sure to hit up our buddy up at Eric's Armory and ericsarmory.com. And be sure to check out all the great shows that we have to offer here on Backwoods Veterans Media by checking out our website, again, over at backwoodsvets.com. And yeah, we have no true events, I guess, per se, that are coming up on the calendar, but we do have one thing coming up here at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And that is Saturday, June 27th. We will be giving away our Guitars for Stars rifle that we did build for this year's Guitars for Stars event that unfortunately had to be canceled for 2020, but can't even talk. But because of the fact that we did sell tickets early before the event for the rifle, we are still going to go ahead and give that away.
Well, we're not giving it away.
Well, of course we're not going to give it away. You have to go.
You got to support our buddies over at TFO.
Exactly. Well, that's who the proceeds are going to help out, is our friends over at the Fallen Outdoors.
Hey.
But we are going to be raffling that rifle off on Saturday, June 27th. Still working on the exact time. That is still to be determined, but we are going to be broadcasting that raffle for the rifle here on our YouTube channel, as well as I'm sure one of us is going to be logged in doing a Facebook Live as well. So tickets are still available for that rifle over at ericsarmory.com. They're $15 a piece. Go over and get them now while you can. Help out an awesome organization with our friends over at the Fallen Outdoors. So thank you to all our friends and sponsors that helped put that together. First off, to our friends up at Eric's Armory for helping put the thing together. And then to our sponsors and donors of it, like Aero Precision, Sig Sauer, Magpul, and many more for helping contribute to that build. So other than that, yeah, that's all I really have for right now. So let's go ahead and get into our roundtable. So kicking things off for the first time in studio in a very long time. All of us are in studio finally in a very long time. It's good to be home.
Yeah.
It is very good to be home.
That is neat.
It is neat. So, John, what's new? What's happening with you, brother?
Oh, roundtable. Well, the last 2 weeks has been kind of crazy. The last week has been crazy. We survived a tornado last weekend. That was awesome.
Yeah,
We had a tornado
I
in Culver
saw that.
actually did some significant damage. And then we survived an Antifa protest. Why they thought it was a good idea to do an Antifa protest last Sunday in my town, it's beyond me. They're lucky they probably didn't get shot.
So far.
And then the week was pretty uneventful, and then came over here
Yeah.
today, and we did some stuff today that'll come up in the outdoor segment. So got to hang out with Eric and some guys that I deployed with, that Justin and I both deployed with back in 2009 today, and that was pretty neat.
Hell yeah. Always a good time catching up with the
How neat is that?
with the old
That's
crew.
pretty neat.
It is neat indeed.
It is
And
neat indeed.
This is the first time that we're all back in the studio together, but this is my first time being in studio since surgery.
Forever.
Since like surgery time. So
Right? First time you've been here in forever.
yeah.
So, Mariah, what's going on with you? What's new in your world?
Oh my goodness, it was a typical work week for me with work. Had a good Wednesday, didn't do a whole lot on Wednesday, my day off. And then yesterday morning, helped my dad with a couple projects with my grandparents. So helped them out and everything, which was really nice.
Go on.
And last night, I got to see my best friend who is in town from Nebraska.
And which one was that?
That would be Miley.
Nebraska?
So,
Yes, Miss Miley.
And I would give her a shout out and hear congratulations on her engagement. That is why they're in town. So it was good to meet her fiance, Colby, and everything. So I'm excited to see what the future holds for them and everything. But it was good seeing her again.
Yeah, I wanted to make an appearance on that one, but I was kind of tied up last night because after work, had to sit back in the home studio and help old quote-unquote Ray-Dub get his feet.
Really good seeing her and everything, and
Wait,
her
am I allowed to say
family
that
and
on-
all that. So
Am I allowed to
That's
say
being
that live?
judgmental. Don't do that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
how
I know.
about
Yeah, then there's High
high
Tech,
tech?
who is frantically
Okay, we'll
looking.
pass it on to J-Dub first.
Yeah, we'll get back to him. So
Sorry, we're the stream just just locked up there for some weird reason. Have no idea why. So we were just trying to diagnose over here. and-
Everybody's saying holy buffering hell.
Yeah, yeah. We saw the stream lock for some reason. It seems fine on our end,
Yeah.
outputting, but hey, that's what it is. So the good old back in studio, blow the cobwebs off the old XSplit here. And,
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey,
Try
at
to get
least
it-
XSplit's actually working though.
For the most part.
Sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't jinx it.
Well, we are, we're using one camera and all in studio, so there you go. By the way, if anybody asks, we're protesting. okay?
Yes.
We're protesting.
This
so,
is our
yeah.
protest.
See, you guys are gonna have to come over to my neck of the woods because we could actually do this without protesting in my town because we're in phase 2. Not that I care.
I was gonna
Right?
say the
And
question.
not that my town cares either. We've been back to
you guys
normal
have had
since before
Zulu
phase
foxes for a while.
1. Zero.
Zero, none.
So the week was good. Just it's been busy in the personal life there. Not a whole heck of a lot going on other than did come over to your place there, J-Dub,
Yeah.
Friday night, and we had to help you get it up.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't tell him how to do it because he didn't want to listen to me.
yeah, so Mariah was
Well,
trying to
you're
help.
talking about just working on the tip.
So yeah,
No, I was talking about tightening it.
Mariah was trying to help him get it up, and apparently she was having trouble. So she ended up calling in reinforcements and calling me for some reason.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it gets more erect around me. I don't know why.
Damn, Daniel.
I don't know.
So-
And you got it straight so it didn't curve.
Yeah, and I took the curve out of it too. I mean,
Why are you turning red?
I'm not turning around. I'm laughing
You're turning
because of the simple fact that a lot of people, I don't know where their minds are going right now, but we're actually talking about a CB
erection?
antenna mast.
Uh-huh,
Is what
you-
we're talking
An
about.
erection?
Yeah, that's your cover story.
No, you can say that if you want, but nope, that's all it was. So,
Yeah.
but no, that thing. I'm up on the roof, freaking trying to hoist it up the first time around, and dude, it smoked the bejeebus out of me.
So you have to hoist out your erection?
Yeah,
Dang.
and I got smoked by it, man. Just took it all out. Was done.
But it's worth it.
Mickey says buffering makes me moist.
Moist.
Don't take it personally, Mariah. Oh, I'm just waiting to see her over here sharpening her knives and everything else. Like, all right, Mickey, wait till I see you next time. I'm telling you, it's coming. So, but no, other than that, just same old. Freaking got the base antenna up, which is gonna have to come down again here this next week, and then right back up again. So,
But it was erect.
it was, and it will be again. But lightning arresters. When you have an antenna that's hot, that is that high up in the air.
And just how high is it?
When it is all said and done, it'll be 58 feet from top to bottom. So
That's a big erection.
that is,
maybe you actually tighten the couplers this time.
yeah. But the nice thing about
That's
it is
how that helps, right?
yes, oh, it helped a lot, to say the least. So
You're gonna need some more tie down equipment there too.
But my question is, how come I could tell you that you need to tighten them and everything, but you wouldn't listen? But then Josh told you the same
nobody
thing.
said
and
we
you did it.
didn't listen to you.
Well, you kind of just blew me
Huh?
away.
What were you saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I thought-
exactly.
Hey, you should know how to get that erection up there. You set up enough OE254s in your day to.
Well, it's a little bit different from OE254 versus rigid piping.
Oh, fair enough. OE254s.
It was rigid too.
Oh my god.
They're pretty hard.
Oh my god. Even Matt Crosby, that's quite the antenna, J-Dub. Any.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Anyhow, moving
along.
right along. So
Hey, let's do that in sequence. 1, 2, 3.
Moving
right along.
Yep. And there it is. The
Moving right along.
the most I guess you could say Dakota moment of the show.
Moist.
Moist.
Actually, I was thinking the other word that the other soundbite of his. But anyhow, continuing on, which by the way, it is 1:15 out here in the West Coast, so you know what time that is.
Check-in time?
Oh yeah, we do have to do our check-ins, Mr. High Tech.
Yeah. Let's take a little peek. It looks like Queen DP was first. Look at that.
Woo.
Hey,
Yeah, that's been a while. Good job.
Wait, hold on. What's her new nickname? We're changing it.
I don't remember.
Bull BS.
No, I honestly don't
It's
remember.
Queen DP. What are you
No,
talking about?
the name that
It's
she
a-
now doesn't like being called.
Oh, you talk about Amy or Anna Banana?
Anna Banana. Yeah.
Queen
What's
Anna?
up, Anna Banana?
We have Mariah's mama.
We're gonna.
She checked in with
Hi,
us.
Myrna.
Myrna's here.
Yes.
We got Miss
hello.
Katrina Stanley from Prime Tucky.
Hey, I love.
We got let's see, who else we got? Oh yeah.
Miss Terrell.
Yep. He's checked in, Pterodactyl. And the Harambe Keeper, Mickey Severson.
Nice.
Takes out for her on babe.
We got Richie the Redneck Pimp. He's here checked in. Mr. Matt Crosby from Florida.
So we're just laughing at some of the comments that are going on
Mickey
here.
says we love you, Anna Banana.
Stephanie DeMars is here with us.
Very nice.
Isn't that like your boss or something?
Who, Stephanie? No, not her, not that Stephanie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh,
Richie?
and apparently Myrna says I have really good hands.
Apparently so.
and Richie. Did you say Richie?
I did say Richie.
Oh, okay.
I didn't forget him.
Okay. I
Yeah.
just making sure.
Yes, the redneck pimp.
The redneck.
Who,
King.
yeah. It was sad to see that he wasn't going to be able to make it out here for G4S, with all that going on. It's just,
Oh,
but
and Pete's here.
Pete's here. Yay! G.I. is here. One thing I can say is
I'll
cool.
queue up the umbop for him.
Oh my God! Please don't, for the love of God.
Too
Any-
close, he says.
Lord BB and J, yo,
Who's Lord
whoever
BB&J?
that. Who is? Okay,
Well, hello.
yeah, yo,
Welcome.
there, BB and J. Anyhow, that's one thing. Speaking of the
that's
red.
one of Randy Ray's friends.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, right on. Well, welcome to the show.
Annie, you say hi to Pete, but you don't respond to me calling you Anna Banana.
Apparently not.
Her nickname has changed now, Josh. No more DP. It's Anna Banana. Call her AB.
QAB.
QAB. Q and Anna Banana.
God. Anyhow, so Terrell, Miss Terrell is checking in. So anyhow, no, we see you in there. Oh, Dean Cerny just checked in. So Guitars for Stars for 2020 is canceled for this year. However, we are working on a date for 2021. We do want to do it again. It's just, unfortunately, this year we're not going to be able to do it. So unfortunately, that's just the way it falls. All I can say is thanks, Corona. Appreciate that one.
That's what I have to say, Mom.
What? And the producer and the Padawan are over there whispering sweet nothings to each other. So
Well, so what you may or may not be seeing is the video feed is really, really grainy. Like it's really bad.
yeah.
And I think there's a setting over here that we have to change, but we can't do that midstream. So
Right.
is what it is.
You don't mess with the streams while they're in progress.
No,
Just
and don't cross the streams.
Don't
either.
cross
don't
the streams.
cross
For
streams
God's
either.
sakes, do not cross the streams.
yeah, Matt Crosby, I agree. 2020 needs a Snickers bar. I'm just saying. Hey, 2020
yeah.
is the year of the error. It is the 404 year.
Error.
Error.
And it says not grainy here, so
Huh, interesting.
weird.
Yeah. Alrighty. So anyhow, goddamn, I was gonna go somewhere with that, but yeah, totally. Anyhow, sorry, Alpha Company guys were together today, so just kind of, yeah. Moving on. What do you say we hit the outdoors, shall we?
Moving right along.
This outdoor segment is brought to you in part by Eric's Armory. And now for your outdoor segment host,
Here's Johnny.
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
All right, guys, what is up? Welcome to the outdoor segment, the first outdoor segment of us being all back in studio together, which is quite amazing. Love it. So today, as I alluded to, well, first things first, I'm going to start out with, if you haven't already, go check out our sponsor, Eric's Armory, at ericsarmory.com. Call the shop, see when they're available to go down there. I spent most of the day down at the shop today, actually, after we were done with our outdoor activities that we'll get into. If you haven't already been able to tell, you can see on your screen something of what we got into. Anyways, go check them out. They are amazing people. They are amazing staff. I ordered a new rifle today, and I got a new part for my 300 Blackout. Made it that much better. That I haven't been able to find anywhere else for that matter. So go check them out, guys. Super friendly. They will get you great deals, especially if you're a veteran, law enforcement, all that good stuff. So go check them out. Hit them up. Now, on to today. So today, for outdoor stuff, we're going to talk about what we did today, which is the G4S rifle. We finally got to proof shoot the rifle after so many setbacks and so many issues with this because of coronavirus, because of X, Y, and Z, and politicians being stupid. And all I can say is, guys, this rifle is amazing. You don't want to miss out on your chance to grab a ticket for this. Please go over to ericsarmory.com, go buy a ticket. All the proceeds are going to a great cause. They're going to support TFO, the Fallen Outdoors. They're a great veteran-run organization. They get vets back out in the outdoors, and I'll just make the announcement now because I'm already talking to Jesse about it. I'm looking at staffing for Team Oregon here in the near future to do more outdoor adventures and kind of get into more than just the hunting and the fishing side of things.
Nice.
But more to come on that at a later date and time. So today, what I drove over here for is, well, we got to shoot the 308 that we're getting ready to raffle off on the 27th. This rifle is amazing. A huge shout out to our sponsors and donors. Aero Precision, Sig Sauer, Eric's Armory, TFO donated some stuff to it too. Magpul. All the donors have been amazing, and the sponsors have been amazing. And we thank you all for this, and I can't wait to see this thing get raffled off. It'll be sad to see it go back into my safe.
So you think.
Because my girlfriend's going to win it. I'm just kidding.
Somebody's going to win it and enjoy it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
my God. Yeah.
It's a great rifle, you guys. It was a lot of fun. It's probably one of the softest recoil impulses I've ever felt on a 308 AR-10 build.
I was shocked at the recoil on a 308, especially being a woman. It was very, very nice.
Unless you're standing next to
You're
it.
a woman?
Last we checked.
Careful, she might be moist.
Whoa!
John?
Damn.
Just proving her point.
Oh, I almost saw a drink fly my direction.
I know, right? I was waiting for it, too.
Dang.
No spills in the studio.
Right.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Here,
No.
you have a moist towel.
Hey, she said moist.
Wow.
Yes.
She's getting better. Hey!
You know how you fix this?
Super glue.
Anyways, continue on.
No, it was awesome. So Josh, next photo. That's just us looking at the rifle, and Eric is tinkering with it. So there's that sexy thing right there. That
You're
rifle.
talking about Eric, right?
Well, of course. That goes without saying.
Or excuse me, you're talking about the rifle.
Tomorrow's Monday, so it's Man Crush Monday.
Yeah.
You know, or Mankini Monday, whichever one you want to look at. But yeah, of course I have a man crush on my former first sergeant. Can't help it. But that rifle, the rifle is fucking absolutely sexy. Yes, go ahead.
That saved you the button.
Hey, there's my one, and I don't have a beer to drink, so.
Mariah's over here. She's got the tallies going, man.
What are you talking about?
Anyways, so that was first shots downrange, which whoever wins the rifle will get the first 2 shell casings that were fired out of it, as proof that it functions properly, and it's also the first couple rounds that went out.
Thanks to Eric for doing that.
Indeed.
With the next. Yeah, there's more shooting.
Getting ready for it.
Getting ready. Yeah.
I still wish we had that recorded from earlier during pre-production.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. We're gonna just forego that. We did get some footage, and it's pretty awesome. So, yeah, that's me taking the next shots.
Yep. Yours truly.
Well,
what is Eric doing?
He looks like he's taking a leak.
I think he's relieving himself.
He's peeing. It's okay.
He didn't realize we had pictures being taken.
And he's gone.
He finished.
He finished.
He's disappeared.
He's a ninja vanish.
Remember Mariah shooting?
Yeah.
She had to stand on her tippy toes.
I did. He's shooting again.
Here we go. Yes.
And she's chicken winging. Yes. Look at it. totally working.
Oh, I was not actually trying to chicken wing, but
It's still awesome. Come on. You
I
have
was trying
It
to
was
adjust to
funny.
get it right. So yes,
That was amazing. So, like, you guys, what did you guys think about it?
it was awesome.
I loved it.
For honestly, personal preference between Justin's 300 blackout or this 308. If I chose one to shoot, it'd be the 308.
Ooh.
That's interesting because 300 blackout is way lighter recoil impulse.
I don't like the 300 blackout of his,
Interesting.
so I really enjoyed
No,
this.
it's teach their own. Like,
Yeah.
they're different calibers, and especially in the AR platform, do different things. And
Yeah.
because that has an A2 buffer in it, a full rifle length buffer, that thing just
It
it's
is
soft.
So soft and so nice.
It is really soft.
Why does it?
So you know what I really like is that I have a 308 as my backup hunting rifle when I'm not using my .6 or if something happens with my
Yeah.
.6.
Yeah.
So what I love is that when I win the rifle, I'm gonna have ammo ready for it. It's awesome.
Hey, same here.
I know if you ask my dad, he's gonna win it. So,
Yeah, somebody's gonna win it and enjoy it.
Yeah, somebody's gonna love it.
but just remember, folks, so if you're on the fence about buying a raffle ticket, yes, a lot of people have put in for the raffle. But let me just tell you, the person that won last year's rifle at our event, we've definitely sold more tickets this year, but last year we're close to. She put 2 tickets in the last 30 minutes. Or actually, it wasn't even the last 30 minutes. This is like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would say it was like the last 10, 15 minutes.
Raffle sales, and she won. She wasn't
Yeah.
expecting to win. She put the tickets in just because she wanted to support the cause, you guys. And then she won an awesome, amazing, one-of-a-kind custom AR-15 out of it.
I will give the winner of last year kudos too, because she went and spoke with Eric at Eric's Armory and said, "Teach me how to shoot."
Oh,
this."
yeah.
So if
Absolutely.
you need help with shooting or any of that, or if you win the rifle and need help, contact Eric's Armory. They're awesome.
Yep. And here before you, there's a couple photos that Josh is cycling through of when we built the thing.
Yes.
Again, huge shout out to Aero Precision and those guys over there. Thank you guys so much for sending that build kit. We all appreciate it so very much. And Sig Sauer for donating the optic, and of course Eric's Armory for donating parts too, and all the other donors, including us.
Yeah,
We
I was gonna
donated
say
parts.
we donated
We
parts
donated
of this thing
to
too.
it, and
Yep.
and our benefactor did as well.
Yep.
So,
The question has come up from a viewer too. How many tickets are left?
until we draw the rifle, buy them up.
There you go.
Yep.
So
We don't
there's
have a
no
set-
restriction on tickets. So we will sell them until we draw the rifle.
So no set number.
Correct.
Correct. Trying to raise as much money as possible for TFO.
Yep. So get them while they're hot.
Absolutely. So it's a one-of-a-kind build, too. So that builder's kit from Aero Precision, that paint scheme has never been released to the public.
Nope.
That is a test paint series that they were toying around with, and they have never released it to the public. So it is a one-of-a-kind build.
Truly a one of a kind. And it's pretty neat.
Do we got that video? Oh, yeah, and here's some downrange video of shooting the 308. So these...
Oh!
Wait for it.
Maybe.
And
Wait for it.
Second shot's always harder because you got a moving target.
ding! And there.
And the target's destroyed.
Yeah, we kinda knocked it over. So
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
not bad for 147 grains too. Definitely threw that thing around quite
That
good.
was measured out at 100 yards, wasn't it?
At 100 exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
So there you go.
That is a
Proof that it works.
Absolutely.
So,
Terrell
by the
says
way,
it
we
only
have,
takes 39 to win a mystery box. So
we have another viewer. He hasn't checked in yet,
Who?
but he has.
who that is?
He did say he was checking out the show.
Who that is?
Somebody that all of us that went down range in 2009 know of.
Who that is?
Take a look at the last name.
CJ Warner.
Big shout out to CJ.
Yep.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Glad to see you checking in, buddy.
Definitely.
So CJ Warner, son of one of our friends that we lost in 2009. So son of Sergeant Earl D. Warner.
Yes.
So glad to see him checking in, buddy. Thank you so much for checking out the show. It means the world to us that you're tuning in. It really does. So thank you very much. All of us here on the station, and many, many more. So especially with everything that your father gave. So moving along.
Yeah, we'll move right along.
So that was a lot of fun to finally get out and shoot the 308 there.
And we lucked out with the rain.
Yeah,
it was a little moist out there.
It was a little moist. It wasn't too bad, but
okay, the mud was soaking wet.
Yeah. Yes, it was. It was slimy and slick.
It was definitely more muddy than I expected it to be. That's for sure.
Yeah, the one of the other things too. We shot. Well, you had to take off, but we were shooting my 5.56 up there.
Oh yeah, right.
And we found out actually over Memorial Day weekend that my hammer pins were backing out.
Trigger and hammer pins.
Yep. And so I actually ended up, you picked it up for me. I handed you the money for it. But I got some new Armaspec anti-walk pins that I'm really excited to put into
absolutely.
To put into that 5.56.
Didn't you have those sitting on your desk here just a couple minutes ago? Oh, they're sitting in your hand right now.
I'm in his hand.
And, it was great because, sitting there talking to Eric about it and mentioning it to him. And he says, oh, yeah, we've got, 4, 5, 6 different kinds of those sitting up in the shop and all that. I'm like, John, you go to the shop, right? He goes, I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
And got those picked up. So looking forward to having that little issue fixed. Nice thing is that the 308 actually already comes with
it's already got anti-walk
those
pins
anti-walk pins on there.
Mm-hmm.
So
donated by yours truly, because I cannot use them in my 300 blackout because I have a high-speed trigger and they will not work in a high-speed trigger.
Yeah, very much high-speed trigger.
Yeah. So so that's a really nice feature, and I actually didn't even know anything about it until we did the 308 build.
Right.
Yeah.
And then once I found out about that. Then once my pins started walking, then I knew exactly what I needed.
It's a fairly standard issue with ARs, especially
I've heard something about the spring on that hammer spring. Like if you don't have it in right or something like that, it'll cause it to walk or something.
If the resets, if the sear spring isn't in right, and also if the big thing is on standard mil spec triggers, a lot of times the hammer pin or the trigger pin. The trigger itself has what's called a C-clip in the center of it. If it's a precision high-speed trigger, they have a C-clip. And so the pins are specifically milled. That's why they have that center line in there. On a mil-spec trigger that has a 7 or 8 pound trigger pull, they don't have a C-clip that engages that detent or that notch in that trigger pin that keeps it from walking out. So like mil-spec actual M4s don't have that problem because they have more than just one trigger catch on the sear. They have 2 hooks instead of 1, which also helps hold those pins in versus a civilian trigger that doesn't have a select fire capability. Right. They tend to walk. So with a standard trigger, it's always important. You should always use KNS pins because your trigger and hammer pin will walk out and it will cause issues.
Well, I can tell you from just from the experience that I've had so far with shooting the Memorial Day weekend and then shooting earlier today and shooting the 5.56 and having those pins back out on me. I never will go without an anti-walk pin again.
Right. If you choose to go with a high-speed trigger and in a precision, any kind of precision trigger like Geisley's or CMC, well, actually CMC, because they're all drop-in modules, you should absolutely use anti-walk pins in a CMC because it's a drop-in unit versus a 2-piece trigger assembly. So you're dropping it in and then putting your pins in, and all they're doing is holding it in place, holding the actual trigger pack in place, the fire control group. So
Gotcha.
But if you're using a standard high-speed precision 2-stage or single-stage trigger, then most of the time you don't want to use any kind of KNS pins because they'll actually make the trigger not perform as well as it can. But if you're using a standard mil-spec or single-stage, 4.5 to 5 pound trigger pull trigger, then you should use KNS anti-walk pins.
Yeah,
for sure.
Nice. Well, definitely was glad to have the availability of them up there at Eric's Armory for sure. So again, make sure you guys are checking those guys out, and check them out online, or give a phone call, and you can head up there in person and see what they got.
And they do ship to any licensed FFL dealer. So if you don't live in the area, go on their website and see what they have. Like I said, I was down in the shop today. I ordered stuff, and I live 200 miles away, but I'll drive to the shop.
Right.
I don't need a reason to go hang out with my former first sergeant, and also in his awesome shop. So
Indeed. So, and keep that in mind, folks, when you're going to buy your tickets. If you live in a different state and you do want to purchase your raffle tickets for this rifle, yes, they do ship to your nearest FFL. However, that's not really going to matter because it's coming home with me anyhow, so I don't know what the big deal is. We're just
it's going home with my dad or Katrina.
So you say.
Just saying. Just letting you guys, again, 2 tickets is all it took last year out of a couple hundred.
And it's funny because Terrell made a comment here a little bit ago. He said, that's all right because, it's like only $39 to win a mystery box. So, yeah, High-Tech's got that going for him.
That's right.
Speaking of which, have you guys bought tickets for the rifle yet?
I have not bought mine yet. I will be here this next payday.
Nope, been slacking.
Oh, see,
I know, right?
You guys can't win it and take it home if you don't got tickets in. I got tickets in.
You know what? I'm waiting until the last minute like the winner did last year.
All right.
Because she like I said, I only took 2
Good
and
luck.
like
that's good
10,
luck,
15 minutes left to
you know what?
drawing.
I feel lucky though because the last few raffles that I've entered, I've won.
You burned it all up.
I was gonna say that means your luck's gonna change now.
Yeah, it's gonna burn out.
Yep.
It's been a while since I won a gun, so I think the last one I won was my 300 Win Mag. And
that was an awesome phone call that you gave me though when we did the Warfighter Outfitters.
Oh yeah, it's like, hey, by the way, here's what's left. I'm guessing this is the one you want because here's what they got. I don't want no damn Beretta.
Well, the first phone call was, hey, by the way, you won the barrel and a bolt carrier group and a magazine. I'm like, sweet, I'll go pick it up from you next week or something. And then 5 minutes later, you won the 22. I was like, I was driving.
You won the Ruger.
Home. I was like, what? I'll be back tomorrow.
I will be right over. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Shush yourself, Anna Banana.
Annie Banani.
Annie Banani. Anna Banana.
Somebody else called her.
Anna Banana. It sounds like Hannah Montana.
Ooh. I wouldn't put that evil on Ricky Bobby.
Damn.
So, what is that? Oh, Matt says I'm so timing in for the drawing. I'm guessing he means tuning. And somehow, some way,
he's speaking in Florida. Leave him alone.
That's true. That is true. So anyhow,
they don't speak right down there.
They don't. Matt, you need to come back up to Oregon because apparently Florida man is rubbing off on you. Your English has now gone to shit, so you may want to come back soon. Just saying. Need to recharge the IQ.
That's where Florida Georgia line. That's where half of them are from. So.
Ouch.
Well, you mean it doesn't make you want to go for a cruise?
You got hip hop artists that call themselves Flo Rida, even though it spells Florida. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing. So.
They substitute their reality.
Yeah.
They substitute reality with their own.
But it is not accepted throughout the rest of the world. Just going to throw that little tidbit out there. So.
She's still not responding to me calling her Anna Banana.
Uh-huh.
I think we need to ban her or take away her top fan badge.
Now, when Matt says, I want to get back up there, exactly what does he mean?
That is a good question. But you know what? Honestly, yep. That is very true.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to touch it. I mean, you're with Justin.
That is a fair assessment.
I'm about to pull Annie's, top fan card.
Ooh.
Because she won't respond to me calling her Anna Banana.
Wow.
Oh, hell no.
Better respond, Annie. We're going to take that top fan
here
badge
we
away.
go.
Ban hammer.
Now he's trying to use leverage on her. That's messed up. That is messed up.
I'll make
Eric back here in the corner. Lay it down.
I'll make Eric change all of your raffle entries if there are any to
we'll
name.
divvy them up amongst the group here.
Yeah.
I want you to think about that for a second.
Who is that? Who was that guy?
Is that Leroy?
Leroy Jenkins.
Who was that masked Greek? Eddie.
Hey, the Greeks invented our AR-10.
Oh my God, Teen Cerny. My rap name is Potato. Vodka comes from potatoes.
All right, guys. Well, so that takes care of the outdoor segment for this episode. Guys, please check out our sponsor, Eric's Armory, at ericsarmory.com. Give them a call. Go check out the store when they're available. Go buy something from them. Support your local gun store, but also be patient with them. Like, things are getting weird again because we were back to normal on background checks, and now we're back to damn 1,600 people waiting for guns again.
Right?
Waiting for their background checks to go through. So, guys, be patient. Be patient with them. Be patient with the ammo distributors, all that stuff. And stay safe.
As well as those are supposed to be making optics.
Absolutely. Stay safe out there, guys.
6 hour.
And we'll move it right along.
That's right. So, all right. So the old man's got this week off. So due to us jumping in here back in the studio, so didn't get a chance to do pop steaks with him this week. So we gave him the week off. So we're just going to go ahead and move right into our news update.
You're not going to do like a John Takes or something?
I mean, we can do like a John's Takes or Ray's Takes. Or
You can get me riled up. I don't need booze to get riled up.
Hey, by the way, Antifa, Prineville.
We hope you brought the aloe and sunscreen.
Bullshit!
Because these takes are scorching hot. Now,
you want
get
it raw?
ready for some raw,
You want it raw?
Giggity.
gritty, and unfiltered takes from the old man, Don himself.
She can't say the truth because it does makes her look like me. Because that's what she is.
These are Pop's Takes, right here on BB Nation Radio.
Bullshit.
Woo!
The
maybe
old
it's
man,
John's Takes.
John himself.
Yeah.
I'm not old.
Close
I
enough.
don't consider myself, well, not age-wise at least.
Anyhow, moving right along.
I'm definitely wise, though.
So, like I said, 2 words: Antifa and Prineville.
Fuck them. They can eat my. Okay, you want to hear the most retarded shit in the world? I'm not even joking. So, these little bastards showed up in my town, and mind you, everybody in here has been in my town in Prineville. It is probably one of the conservative epicenters, redneck, country, cowboy, conservative rancher epicenters of the state of Oregon. Period.
I would agree with that.
So we had 2 disgruntled locals, meaning that they moved to. One of them grew up in Prineville and hates Prineville, and then moved away to Wisconsin, and then moved back just last year. So I wouldn't consider her a local. And then the other one is only been in Prineville for a year. She's like from SoCal or some bullshit, wherever scumbag town she came from. They decided to jump on board. I'm not saying that the Black Lives Matter protest and all that stuff is not valid. Don't get me wrong on that. I actually agree with quite a bit of what's going on, but I also agree with hashtag All Lives Matter.
Agreed.
And Living Rocks, hashtag Living Rocks. So, let's try to break the stereotype and the racism on both sides of the equation, because it exists on both sides of the equation.
Yes,
retards.
it certainly does.
So, anyways, they decided to organize a Black Lives Matter protest. However, they sought support from Rose City Antifa, who bust in Rose City Antifa to my town, and they're lucky they didn't get shot, because at the peak of this, you had about 80 Antifa members on the courthouse side of the street. On the city hall side of the street, you had the local population, armed to the teeth, and there was about 300 of them, just waiting and being patient. And what happened?
Sorry.
What pisses me off the most? So these Antifa fucks, go ahead, buzz me, because I don't give a shit right now. Spent the whole time they were out there chanting and screaming, "Fuck the police" and "Cops are bastards." Right?
Sending from a viewer.
Holding her.
That's so true. They spent the whole time of their protest screaming at the top of their lungs, "Cops are bastards" and "fuck the police" and all this stuff.
Rough.
So at the end of their protest, finally, when the town of Prineville had enough and said, okay, it's time for you people to go. They turned to the cops and asked them to escort them back to their vehicles so that they wouldn't get jumped.
Go figure.
Every single one of them can fuck off. A bunch of cowardly scumbags. In country terms, you were about as yellow as it comes. You yellow belly scumbags.
Yep.
They're so soft.
Fucking go heel. If you're gonna come for a fight, which they were posting on social media, they were there to.
Oh
riot.
yeah, they were
there to cause a problem and start fighting and burning down businesses in Prineville. If you're gonna post that crap on social media, you better put up.
Or shut up.
And they didn't put up. They shut up, and then they bitched and cried and whined to the police to protect them on their way out of town with their tails in between their legs. Oh, but they've been active on social media since, saying they're going to try again and come back. Go ahead. Go right the fuck on ahead. I dare you. I double dog dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. Marcellus Wallace is sick of your shit. Just saying.
Apparently, so is Johniel L. Jackson.
It's stupid, man. Like, Prineville is one of the most peaceful communities possible that you could possibly go into. Very friendly, very open. There's no racism in that town. Well, if there is, you don't see it very often. Never in my lifetime have had an instance of a hate crime committed in Prineville. And you're going to bring this bullshit into our peaceful town and try to divide our community? I don't think so, Scooter.
Likes to talk a lot of smack.
They do.
So, and I will say I'm proud of my town. We came together and stood strong in solidarity against the hate, against the evil of Antifa, and we showed them that you're not going to divide our community. And I highly recommend other small communities that are seeing this, because I've heard about it happening in Pendleton. I've heard about it happening in Umatilla and other places like that. Oh,
yeah.
You stand together, people. Take Coeur d'Alene as an example. They banded together, and they told Antifa, you are not fucking welcome here.
Oh, they did, like, majorly. There's footage of them,
absolutely,
folks just, everyday folks, parents and stuff, walking with their kids down the street, hitting up businesses, and guess what? They're all packing. They're all carrying, saying, go ahead. Come to this town.
Make my day.
If you are a peaceful Black Lives Matter protester, whether you're white, black, Hispanic, whatever, if you're a normal American that is peacefully protesting for change in the law enforcement community, I commend you. If you're trying to be out there and separate the violent offenders from the peaceful business owners that are just trying to protect their livelihoods, more power to you guys. You guys are amazing.
One thing
keep doing what you're doing.
One thing I feel bad for is the companies that have been hit so hard and everything, that they were shut down from the COVID and everything, so they couldn't make money with their companies then, and now they're targeted with this and everything. And there's a lot of businesses that are never going to reopen again because they can't survive this.
Yep, unfortunately.
And they had nothing to do with all these types of things, and it's sad to see how much damage has been done.
Yeah, it's true.
Absolutely.
It really is true, because there have been so many, like you said, so many businesses that have been affected by the COVID-19. They're not going to be able to recover, especially because now they're having to suffer from lost revenue from damages to their establishments. They're looking at lost revenue from inventory and things of that nature. Hell, there was one of the news stations out of Minneapolis. Mm-hmm. Here they showed a video. They actually were live on station for a Wells Fargo. They literally, bunch of riders literally busted in the windows at the drive-through teller and broke into the Wells Fargo. It was just like, really? Okay. It's one thing if you're busting in, not to compare apples to oranges or anything else like that, but it's one thing if you're breaking into a freaking, into a Target and taking shoes or a TV or something like that. But when you're breaking into a financial institution,
there's no comparison. If you are looting and stealing shit, you're wrong.
Oh, yeah.
You deserve to get shot.
There was a video that was posted that gentleman had a jewelry store, got broken into.
Oh, yeah.
And he ended up running to the back room and watching his surveillance cameras and watching everything walk out of his stores, but he took cover in his back room to keep himself safe.
Yep.
And he says after that, he's probably not going to be able to recover. And sadly, that's one of the hardest things to do for a business owner, is watch your merchandise walk off.
Yeah. Well, especially in the jewelry business, because, that inventory costs so much money.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, yes, there's insurance in place or stuff like that, but it's not, how long is it going to process for, how long is it going to take for that to process through, especially with how many other businesses are being hit right now too. That's the other thing you have to look at.
So that's totally a valid point on that. And one other thing that I'd like to add, though, because I said earlier, in the heat of it, that the racism exists on both sides, and I've got a good example of this. I have a former friend from a post that I made on Facebook that I served with actually for almost my entire time in the military. I am not going to reveal what race he is or who he is, just in case he's watching. But we're no longer friends anymore because I made a statement. I saw an interview with Aveda King, Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece, and she was condemning the violence in the rioting, saying her uncle would not be pleased with any of this. And I simply put it up there. And the response I got from this individual was, I wish white people would stop using Martin Luther King Jr. as a reference because you guys killed him too. It was like, excuse me? I didn't fucking kill anybody.
Yeah. Exactly.
And what you just said is about the most racist, ignorant thing that you could possibly imagine. You're saying that I had something to do with a civil rights leader's death 40 years before I was even thought of as a person.
Right.
That's about as racist as it gets.
It is.
That is identity, racial politics to the core.
Yep.
And needless to say, my retort to him was, I can't believe I called you a brother in arms at one point. Like,
yeah.
You're about as racist as it gets. I can't believe that came out of your mouth. And as far as, pulling a man card or a woman card or something like that, saying that I'm ashamed to have called him my brother in arms, that's about as bad as it gets.
Yeah, unfortunately. But there's those people out there, and it doesn't matter what community it's coming from.
That was a sick thing for that person, that individual to do, and needless to say, he's not friends with that person, and nor will I be ever again.
And the sad thing is that there's a lot of people. There's a lot of that going on right now. Mm-hmm. It in communities all over the country. And in today's society. And trust me, the veteran community is no different. And it's sad to see because these are people that we have spent, on deployments or in the field.
We both deployed with this individual.
Oh, I know we
have.
have.
A different company, but
still, it doesn't matter. Folks, the service across the board, which is supposed to be the most colorblind institution on the face of the planet. It is sad because a lot of other veterans will sit there and preach, oh, yeah, we don't see color. We only see a uniform. Yeah, well, okay. That may be the general quote-unquote mantra or the stereotype, but unfortunately, you have a lot of those people that, granted, yeah, that's what we're taught, but people still have a mind of their own. It doesn't matter what background they come from. Yes, you have a lot of those. I'm not saying that all service members are like that because trust me, that is far, far, far from the case.
Oh, absolutely.
But you have a lot of them that are out there that trust me, have no problems playing the race card. I've actually lost quite a few friends over, even since we started this station here, over the last couple of years to where we've had to cut ties because they, decided they want to try playing the race card and I wouldn't buy into it.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, no, dude, that's not how it is. And then you try to accuse me of being a racist. I'm like, that is not the truth. I was like, how long did we spend, how long were we stationed here? How many times do we go to the field and talk and smoke and joke and everything else out in the smoke pit and bullshit and everything else?
Oh, but it's different now.
No, I know, right? Now. It's just like, are you kidding me? I was like, you of all people should understand that and know that. Well, obviously, that's not, okay, obviously you're a bigger freaking tool bag than what I took you for, so my apologies.
Right.
And it's sad to see that division happening, but it's unfortunately that's the way it is right now, and there's no need for it. There really isn't.
Nope.
It needs to just stop.
Unfortunately, racism doesn't see colors either. So, and it's on all sides of the spectrum.
Unfortunately,
it's not just white people that are racist. It's not just black people that are racist. It exists everywhere. It's systemic.
So the thing is, and the thing that gets me about all this stuff, I have no issues with people, protesting for their rights and all that peacefully and whatnot.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we kind of have our own form of protest here, if that's what you want to call it, by having a web show and all that. We get to voice our opinions and say what we think or feel.
Mm-hmm.
My thing with all of this is that when you when any group or any person is identifying another group and saying that all people in this other group, you know, are terrible or whatever else, even saying all Antifa people are terrible is a form of this. It doesn't matter whether it's race, based on race, sex, religion, job description, whatever it is, it's the same thing. So if I say, you know, because you're black, or if I say because you're Hispanic, or because you're a firefighter, or because you served in the military.
What you got against firefighters, man?
Right? You know, if
Sorry, cops need heroes too.
Because we're sexy.
If I give any one of those sort of classifications, it's still against an entire group of people. You know, we joke around and, you know, may make some blonde jokes or, you know, give Mariah the moist jokes and, you know, that kind of different stuff or whatever. But, you know, I have the same level of respect for each person, you know, here in the studio or even on our listeners and all that, you know, that I do anywhere else. I'm not going to say I don't see color, but I don't base what I think or how I treat you based on whether you are a woman or a man or the color of your skin or whatever. As long as you're a good, decent person, I really don't give a shit.
Yep,
you're
exactly.
You're just a person to me. And
I judge people
I will
by
give
their
you
character, not by the
color of their skin.
Yep, absolutely.
As MLK once said.
So if you are a police officer that does things incorrectly,
you're a scumbag.
Yep.
Then you're a scumbag, just like any other, you know, one of those criminals that you're
Just like
supposed
any
to be,
criminal.
you know, going after, right?
Yep. You're
or
no
like
better.
any of the terrorists or any of those kind of things, right?
Absolutely.
That's what it is. Now, you know, and again, we go back to, you know, let's talk about like Afghanistan and Middle East and all that kind of stuff. We can't sit there and say that every Muslim is a terrible person because there's a few radicals. Excuse me. There's a few radicals
that's from beyond
that you know are doing wrong out there.
Right.
But we can't just sit there and say that the entire religion is that, you know, and discriminate against them.
Right.
And we wouldn't do that. I don't believe anybody else should be doing it either. You know?
Short of getting into a theological discussion, I will disagree and say that Islam is actually a violent religion, but if you read the Quran, there's a whole section in the Quran devoted
So is
to violence.
Christianity.
And so is Christianity. For
I was
that
going to
matter,
say there's very few fully peaceful religions that are actually out there.
But Christianity doesn't preach killing other religions, though, and it doesn't. You will not find that anywhere in the Bible. You'll find it in the Old Testament. But
I would say the Old Testament.
If you want to get in this theological debate, my dad's a pastor, and I'd be happy to get into this.
Right. So well, let's save that one. Let's save that one for another night, shall we? So because we got more stuff that we need to get to, and we only have a little over a half hour left in the show. So with that being said, thank you, John. Appreciate it, brother.
I try.
Yay. You know what?
I'm fed up, man. Like,
I think we all are at this point in time.
I have literally, like, when I'm at work, because when things get slow, I've literally turned my cell phone off and restrict what I look at on my work computer, because if I do, I'll spend my downtime I'll have a coronary one of these days and just faint and pass out at my desk because yeah, man.
Yep. No, fully understand. Right there with you, brother.
Yeah. It's no good. Don't stress yourself out about this stuff, folks. Just, you know, love each other, be good people, be good citizens, you know, and we'll save talking about a particular general for another time. I'll kick that hornet's nest. Eric and I had a good discussion about him today, and mind you, our show, our sponsor Eric is a prior service Marine,
right?
Too, and his opinions are pretty negative on the whole matter.
Yeah.
Just because he was,
not gonna lie, he may have been the warrior monk of our generation.
And that's not discrediting his service at all.
No.
I do not take any credit away from his service and his valor at all. But that doesn't mean that every opinion he has is correct. And some of the statements he made, the business end of his fucking crack pipe is hot to the touch. I'm just
I
saying.
think it's still smoking, honestly.
Just saying.
But yeah, we'll talk about that here later on. So thanks, John. Appreciate it once again. And we're going to go ahead and jump into our news update. Speaking of generals.
I almost put the logo flag that we used to use up.
Really? Oh my God.
Don't put that flag up.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. So anyhow, coming to us from American Military News, something that is non-riot and non-COVID related. A foreign general is helping to lead U.S. Army Europe. Other commands should take heed. Yes, that's right, John. You heard me as somebody that also spent time over in Europe. So for those of you that spent time in U.S. Army Europe, trust me, this one is going to perk your interest a little bit. On VE Day, that's Victory Europe Day this year, U.S. Army Europe installed a new Chief of Staff, Brigadier General Jared Simbritsky, a German, and a Bundeswehr officer to boot. Though the transatlantic relationship may be sailing through choppy waters, the U.S. and German armies are demonstrating collaboration that is vital for both sides.
Interesting.
Simbritsky is a hugely talented officer, although... because the Bundeswehr always selects one of its best officers for the U.S. Army Europe Chief of Staff post. Then Brigadier General Marcus Lubenthal was the first German to hold the job. He served from July 2014 until December 2016, after which he was promoted to Major General and given command of Germany's 1st Panzer Division. He was subsequently assigned to a senior post at the German Ministry of Defense, and last month was appointed Deputy Chief of Defense. His successor, now Major General Kai Rohrschneider, served from January 2017 until September of 2018, when he was promoted to Chief of Staff at NATO's new Joint Support and Enabling Command in Ulm, and subsequently to Labenthal's job in the German Ministry of Defense. U.S. Army Europe's 3rd German Chief of Staff, Brigadier General Hartmut Rank, immediately followed Rohrschneider, serving until last month when he was promoted to Deputy Commander and Chief of Staff at JSEC. It was Laubenthal, who broke the mold. While the U.S. Armed Forces have similar arrangements involving a very small number of Five Eyes officers, the 82nd Airborne's commander, for example, has a deputy from the British Army. Laubenthal's appointment was the first in recent history involving a non-Five Eyes officer. Yet this appointment came about not as a clever strategic move. What?
What's Five Eyes mean?
You know, I have no idea.
Oh!
I actually am not sure on that. Well, the Five Eyes is an intelligence organization of multiple European countries in the United States. So it's they're talking about a general from one of the member states that's a part of this organization.
Correct.
Okay. I wasn't familiar with Five Eyes.
I'm not super familiar with it, but I know it's the U.S., Great Britain, Germany,
Australia,
France.
Canada, New Zealand.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's weird. They call it the Five Eyes, but there's more. I believe there's more than 5 countries than Five Eyes.
Actually, it says that there's 5.
Is there 5?
Yeah, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, UK, and US.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, so Germany is not a part of the Five Eyes.
Correct.
That's interesting.
Yet his appointment came not as a clever strategic move, but to temporarily solve an American staffing dilemma. It started with my predecessor, retired Lieutenant General Don Campbell, explained Ben Hodges, a retired 3-star who commanded U.S. Army Europe from 2014 till 2017. U.S. Army Europe was shrinking fast and was seen as the bill payer for the Army because that threat in Europe didn't appear so significant. As a result, the Army wouldn't provide a Brigadier General to fill the Chief of Staff position. Don was having to rely on a hardworking colonel. He then came up with the idea of asking a German Brigadier General. The Chief of the German Army supported it, as did the U.S. Army Chief, General Odierno, and they made it happen. Several months later, Laubenthal's appointment, Hodges succeeded Campbell. He had no say in the appointment of a German as his Chief of Staff, but on arriving in Wiesbaden, found it to be a highly beneficial...
Pete spent time in Wiesbaden.
Yes, we did. Both did.
Pete, I never spent time in Wiesbaden. Pete spent time in Wiesbaden.
Oh, that's right. I thought you did.
I've been to Wiesbaden. I've never spent
Gotcha.
service time there. Just
Okay.
Grafenwehr and Hohenfels.
Gotcha. Hohenfels. Ugh. Anyhow, Wiesbaden found it to be a highly beneficial arrangement, which Laubenthal, going about his work in this 2016 German public television documentary, Mark himself was key to the success, Hodges told me. For the first few months, he constantly encountered no foreign security classification situations or you can't go in there, and even though I tried, a few of those classifications remain. But he wasn't flustered. He knew he was part of something so big that he had to make it work. And Laubenthal earned the Americans' trust. On promotion boards, for example, nobody contested the Germans' recommendations. Hodges and his team, in turn, established a significant amount of information was overclassified. They changed some of the classifications, which made U.S. Army Europe cooperation with allies more effective. Since then, not so much out of a grand strategy as out of habit, the appointments of German chiefs of staff at U.S. Army Europe have continued. For the Americans, there was value not just in getting a talented officer. The presence of a senior officer enjoying enormous trust from his own country helped U.S. Army Europe strengthen its ties with Germany. I didn't want us to be an American ghetto in Hesse, Hodges says. I wanted us to work more closely with our hosts and allies. Indeed, Hodges liked the Chief of Staff arrangement so much that he initiated other allied appointments with the U.S. Army Europe, a Canadian major, a British major, and a German captain who, like the Chief of Staff, worked within the U.S. Army just as if they had been Americans. This is very different from assignments to multinational headquarters. Simbrisky arrived in Wiesbaden by way of posting as commander of the Bundeswehr's 23rd Mountain Infantry Brigade. The decorated infantry officer has served 2 tours in Afghanistan. He also served in Kosovo and has a master's degree from the National Defense University in Washington. When he leaves U.S. Army Europe in about 2 years' time, Simbrisky, too, is likely to keep rising through the Bundeswehr ranks, but the biggest beneficiary is the U.S.-German relationship, which has, for the past several years, been suffering at the political level. Indeed, pundits have taken turns to declare it moribund or even dead at the military level. The foundation of the transatlantic alliance, the U.S.-German relationship, is far from over. On the contrary, with Simbrisky's appointment, the U.S. and German ministries have just been given another boost. And the success with foreign chiefs of staff in Wiesbaden raises the question, why not have more allied officers serve in high positions at U.S. military headquarters? End of article.
Quite the article.
It is.
Hey,
it is a lengthy one.
I gotta congratulate you. You did a pretty good job reading that there. Like, there really weren't any mess ups, but yet you read the intro that you read pretty much every week, and you stumble over your own words. What the hell, man?
I'm telling you, it's seeing familiar word usage, I guess you could say, that kind of helps. Because I know there's a lot of people that will look at some of these words and words and names in here and be like, "What? I can't say that, man." But
and then there's Pete who does his weird East German accent.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yes. Back in my days in Wiesbaden. Oh, yeah.
It's a Wiesbaden, yeah.
It's a Wiesbaden.
Those East German men sure look like ladies.
Or Pete Barlow, one or the other. Take your pick.
Poor Pete.
So, but no, it's actually kind of cool to see something like that happening. It's something you don't hear very much about, when it comes to working with our allies outside of deployments.
Dude, the Bundeswehr is awesome.
Oh, yeah,
Those
Bundeswehr.
They're badass.
Yes, they certainly are. So, if your active American military have a chance to work with or train with those guys, do it. I promise you, they will show you some shit you
If
never.
you're active Army and you don't take the chance to sign up and go to Germany, I think you're stupid, personally.
Yeah, do it.
If I could go anywhere in the world just to travel and see, it would be Germany. Just see it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
I've spent 4 years being stationed there. I loved it.
Germany. Welcome to
Bye. See you later.
Welcome to just don't walk around going like this.
Or like this. Or like these.
Yeah.
What the?
They don't take kindly.
Would you quit?
Oh, that's.
You got the bad one.
They don't take
Quit
kindly.
I
touching.
apparently have the bad cord.
Yes.
Apparently.
They don't take kindly to.
Remember
mustache
pre-production
tricks.
when I was telling you about
Don't
that?
touch it.
Like,
No one said. We didn't know where it came from.
No one then.
well, obviously it's you.
No one then.
Obviously.
No one then.
Right
Because
here.
it has to be you.
Stop fighting.
You know what? You sat there like, hey,
See?
start tapping the bottom of your mic. Okay, and I did, and nothing happened.
Stop fighting.
Okay,
No.
moving on,
No,
please.
stop it.
Since we're on the show.
Stop it.
All of you stop.
Let's move on to the show.
That's better.
Hey, you know what we haven't done in a long time?
What's that?
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh my God! No, we're not doing Alvin and the Chipmunks tonight.
It'd be so good if we did.
You're right.
Okay, well,
Anyhow, so it is 10 after the hour.
Yes. Can we do Dummy of the Week and
Okay.
Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yes. That would be awesome.
So,
You gotta let the man hit the music first.
I am giving him the...
I'm sorry.
Let's move on to our next segment known as Dummy of the Week. Hit it, good sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'll spell it for you. D-U-M-M-Y.
Shut up, dummy.
You big dummy.
For every man, there's a woman.
And for every dummy, there's a dummy. Dummy.
And now, your Dummy of the Week on BB Nation Radio.
The top 10 ridiculous things that happened this week.
So it's lots of dummies of the week.
Oh, it's a lot of dummies this week.
I'm going to go through and I'll just read the top 10
Oh,
titles
yeah, I've
between
seen this.
J-Dub and I. So at number 10,
This is for real.
monkeys snatch COVID-19 blood samples after attacking a lab worker in India.
This is how Resident Evil started.
I'm telling you.
I'm not even joking. This is how
This is straight
Resident
outbreak
Evil
right here.
happened.
Right? All right. So we're just reading the headlines. We're not actually reading the articles?
Yes.
Okay.
Read the,
At number
read the article
9.
for number 1, though.
What's that?
You should read the article. For
Yes, we will read the article for number 1. Number 9. 3 boys hospitaled after trying to gain Spider-Man superpowers from a spider bite. That just so happened to be a Black Widow.
Are you serious right now?
Yep.
Randy Ray really likes that one.
At number 8,
Hey, Mariah, is Spider-Man Marvel or DC?
Oh my God.
number 8, man's attempt to reheat food on a packed flight leaves passengers baffled.
Seriously?
And it shows a man holding a slice of pizza up to a light.
To the light. Over light.
I could just imagine everybody going,
Oh, what is he doing?
Oh,
See,
I
now,
got-
now if it was an MR16, like a halogen light, that would work because
Right.
they
They
actually emit some heat.
But they don't really
But
have those on
they're all
planes.
LED now.
Yeah.
Oh my
this
Lord.
one I gotta take from you.
No,
Jacob.
no, you are not.
Yes.
You're not taking my
no.
glory on this one. Better yet, John, I'll let you read this headline.
Man drinks liter of lemon juice in under 17 seconds for world record.
Straight lemon juice.
I love lemon flavored stuff. Like I love lemon cakes, but God damn.
God damn it.
Just
God
no.
damn.
Give me a
Liter of lemon juice.
Yes,
Liter of lemon juice.
Liter lemon juice. Go ahead, Mariah. Go ahead.
You got it.
Oh, okay. Number 6. Car illicit barbecue found under hidden found hidden under camouflage material. They literally set up a camo net over a car and set up a barbecue.
Yes. Trying to beat the quarantine.
Hey, you know what? You do what you got to do.
That's awesome.
Number 5, wife fumes as husband plans to give unborn baby stupidest name ever.
Okay, what's the name?
He wanted to name, instead of the traditional Michael or Rebecca or something like that, people are naming their kids like Otto or Audio Silence, but he wanted to name his baby Cube, as in like a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
Cube. I like it.
Hello, Cube. Man's
Well, we have like Ice Cube, right?
right? Man's carbonara monstrosity is so bad Italians are left weeping. Oh my
That just
God.
looks like someone vomited on a plate.
It literally looks like someone took like
That is not carbonara.
No, it literally looks like they took like
Looks like Rolos.
almost.
Looks like Vienna sausage.
No, it's like they cut a hot dog, they took something out of a Chef RD can, put it on a plate, and then they put a slice of cheese over it and some hot dogs.
Them look
Yeah.
like Rolos.
It looks disgusting.
All right. At number 3, Mariah.
Hey, we got it up on the screen for him.
Oh, there we go.
Look
There
at that.
we
It
go.
looks like Rolos
It
almost.
looks like someone vomited.
Right?
It's like Rolos on a stick of government cheese. Say it.
Ugh. Number 3, knocking on Florida couple's door where 2 alligators fight.
What?
Why can I see this
I
so
don't know
being
that's
true?
I don't
And
know that's dummy of the week necessarily.
but I can
that's
see
just
it
kind of.
being
I'm not even mad. That's actually
the dummy part
amazing.
is that the man opened the door to see who it was.
Damn it, Matt.
That's the dummy part.
Matt, why you got to be riling up alligators, man?
Number 2, India. Officials claim Pakistan spy pigeon capture.
What?
Apparently, they thought this pigeon that had flown over the border it was a spy pigeon.
This is a special kind of dumb, isn't they?
You're right. Well, they used to use carrier pigeons for messaging.
Yeah.
Back in.
What are they going to do? Accuse it of espionage? Oh, okay.
The accused spy pigeon was captured by villagers in Manyara, which is along the Pakistan controller's border region of Kashmir. Bird was carrying a message which India believes is coded and sent by Pakistan.
Oh my god.
That parrot's guilty of espionage.
Oh, that poor pigeon.
Better file a FISA application.
Right?
Oh,
And at number 1,
Go
I'll
ahead.
read it. The headline, you can read the story, J-Dub.
Okay.
1. Pit.
Josh was like, wait. Go ahead.
Pair hired for man's broom sexual fantasy. Turn up in bedroom at wrong address with matches.
With machetes. Oh my God. You've heard stories about people setting up various adult fantasies through sites like Craigslist, and usually the stories surrounding these incidents are a little more than a humorous anecdote. Imagine setting up a specific fetish fantasy and the people you were expecting to show up didn't. Instead, imagine they show up at 6:15 a.m. at another address. Now imagine you're at the address and you woke up to find 2 men standing inside your bedroom with machetes, and you'll be in the same shoes as a fellow in Sydney, Australia. The whole thing was just a mix-up, and the 2 men snuck into the wrong bedroom to carry out a stranger's sexual fantasy, which involved being tied up in his underwear and stroked with a broom.
Stroked with a...
What?
Wow.
Apparently, it's a real fetish, and had they showed up at the correct bedroom, the world would never have heard the story, but that's not how it went down. While the resident did call the police, he only did so after the men left, having apologized with a firm handshake. Both men were ultimately acquitted of the charge, thanks to the communications proving it was a simple mistake.
Ray, hey, thanks for breaking into my house and accidentally stroking me with a broom, okay? Thanks. Appreciate you doing that.
What? That's a thing?
Apparently that's a thing. That must be like an Aussie thing. I don't know. Where's Bill Gammon to help clarify this one,
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I haven't seen him on there in a while. None of our Aussie friends have been on for a while, which is kind of weird.
Coronavirus.
Freaking Rona. I'm just saying.
Wait, so how does one stroke another one with a broom?
I don't know. You like pet it or something? I don't know. Stand
Sweep
up over
him?
it and sweep over it?
I don't know. Pat him with the
Oh my
stick.
God. Really, like, he's there like an old German with a machine gun.
I mean,
I don't know. It's about weird fantasies.
I don't know. I got nothing, man.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's the hollowed out broom handle, I guess, Anything's a toy if you're brave enough.
penetrating. I mean,
ow.
I guess that's stroking, right?
It
would be stroking your
internal.
insides.
I don't know, man. Not my thing. At least they weren't riding alligators into the room.
Wait, was that dude in Florida too?
Something a true Floridian would say. And he's not even from Florida. At least, freaking Matt, at least they weren't riding alligators into the room.
They could have been riding the alligators that were knocking on the front door with the brooms.
Oh, that is true.
So maybe the alligators knocked on the front door
Jousting
so
with,
they could let it.
jousting into a. Okay, so they were riding alligators, jousting with brooms into this dude's bedroom to stroke him with the brooms?
Yeah, evidently.
Internally.
Oh, my God. This just turned into some sort of... Wow.
So, from what I can find...
Josh is over
Why
here.
are you researching this?
Josh is researching this, getting stroked with a broom.
Ray and I were a little curious about this. We were really wondering.
Like me? No, this is all you, buddy.
we were just sitting here looking at this story, going, "How can this? What is this?" And funny enough, I'm actually not finding a whole lot of information about it, other than it has to do with people who are sexually attracted to the broom and want to fuck it.
Wait, what?
Oh, dang.
Huh?
Josh!
How do you bone a broom?
That's a good question. Or
I
do
think
you
the
get
broom bones you.
Yeah, I was saying, or do you get boned by the broom?
That's what I said.
You know, I think that there is, no
I
matter
know.
what
No.
the object is,
What's in the bowl, bitch?
Hey,
Go ahead, Mariah.
bowl, bitch.
no matter what the object is, somebody will turn it into a fetish some way, somehow.
That is true.
It would
just
not
like-
be out there in the news if it didn't happen.
Well, it's just like
That is
all
true.
conversations go back
Backdoor
to poop or sex.
Yeah, it is true. All
Yes.
conversations, one way or another, do find their way going back to poop.
Or
And you
sex.
looking backdoor. It's
Take this
nasty.
conversation as a prime example. Well, I need to get my hip. It's just getting a little deep. You think?
In Florida, it's getting deep.
Yeah. And even Matt Crosby says, yeah, that sounds like a Florida thing.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Bruh, like, I don't know. There's no moving on from this.
There is, because we're going down a rabbit hole.
No,
we
there
don't need
isn't.
to.
There's no moving on from this. Like, I don't
It's pretty
understand
nice.
how you bang a broom. I understand how the broom bangs you. I don't understand how you bang a broom.
Rough.
I don't know. You like tickle the bristles, I guess. I don't know. Fondle the bristles.
Meow.
I don't know, man. I'm not even going to keep asking questions here because this is starting to get a little.
I don't know, Josh is over there
awkward.
researching
We're
it.
going down a rabbit
How do you
hole.
bang a broom?
I don't know. We'll send the intern to do some.
Go to
research
Florida.
on this.
No,
Randy Ray,
no.
go to Florida. Got to go find out.
You know
Start
what? We
asking
can get
around.
live reports if we just ask Matt Crosby. He is in Florida.
Matt, how
This
does
was
one
in
bang a
Australia,
broom?
though.
Yeah, this did take place in Australia.
Okay. But it sounds like a Florida thing.
It does
so it's
sound like
just
a
as
Florida
good.
thing, but no, you add in the alligators. Well, technically, it could happen in either Florida or Aussie because they do have
alligators.
saltwater crocs in Australia.
Yeah,
So,
just saying.
throwing it out there, it is the possibility is not
Dropping
gone.
that Tic Tac out.
There's a lot of room over there.
Yeah, what did you say you like to encourage? You like to plant the seed of chaos?
Yeah,
And planted Tic Tac?
I worship chaos.
Yeah, we're just gonna plant that one out there. So, no, I'm not demonstrating. What? How about no? How about no? That is not happening.
What just happened?
This is something that should not be coming out of the mouth of my freaking girlfriend's mother. No.
Yeah.
No. That is so wrong.
Myrna says, "Have Papa Dubs demonstrate it."
Wow.
What? The jousting off the gator? Or. I mean, I would much rather do that than try to demonstrate how to
sincerely hope
exercise
she's
a
not-
fetish.
Yeah, I sincerely hope she's not talking about porking a broom.
Yeah, because that just would be all sorts of awkward.
Matt says that's why the floor is a little slick in the broom aisle of Home Depot.
Here you go.
What the? Okay.
That's a cow.
Did you find a video?
She found a video of a.
That's what
It's
comes
like
up.
Automated. It's an automated scratching post for a cow.
That's what it
Yeah.
comes up with.
Except it's instead of being laying on its side like this.
That's
it's,
not banging a broom.
Yeah, that's not banging
That's
a
what
broom.
comes
though.
up when I put that on.
What, banging a broom? Is that what comes up? Is that? The conversations that come up on this show just baffle me
Dude,
from
this
time
is
to
awesome.
time.
I like this. Like this is genuine improv. Like there's no scriptedness
No,
about
this-
this, guys.
we're-
This is genuine. Like I don't understand.
Yeah,
And what would make it that much better is if we were doing this in Alvin and the Chipmunks voices.
Oh God,
talking
what are
about
you doing?
Banging. Broom.
No, that's jumping the broom.
Yes.
Theodore.
What?
What the hell are we watching? The banging a broom. Oh, apparently. Oh, whoa. What? I don't want to see Jessica Alba and Kanye get on with it. I mean, come on. Theodore, what? I still don't get it, man. It's beyond me. These guys, they probably have cocaine. They probably have a lot of cocaine. Actually, it's probably not coke, it's meth. It's one or the other, so. You know what? This is Alvin, and we're going to say thank you
To our sponsor. Oh, damn it. I was going to do the
Oh.
sponsor.
You doing it? Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
ruined it.
Okay, now we're back. Alright. You're Theodore. I'm Alvin. That's how it's always been. Get your own coke, asshole. Ariel. Shut up, Bridget. You're better seen, not heard. Anyhow, thanks to Eric's Armory for helping put on the show. We do appreciate it. Thank you to those guys. And be sure to go buy your G4S rifle raffle tickets over at ericsarmory.com. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Have a good night. Whoa. What?
You're not doing roundtable?
Oh, yeah, I guess we can. Fuck that. Thank you, Bree. Yeah, hey, go back to your coat. Our fans are like, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll start off the round table. Yes.
You're welcome.
Oh my God, Dave. Dave. Yeah, we don't have Josh here anymore. It's Dave. Dave. Don't be a Dave.
Alvin?
Dave?
Alvin?
Dave?
Alvin!
Dave. There's Dave. This is awesome. Alright, go, Mariah. For round table this week. Or Bridget, whatever your name is. Yeah. Be safe out there. Watch out for the weather changing. And watch out for cars. They'll get you. Share a smile with somebody. You can change their day. Love each other. John with brooms. John. Go. Hey, a witch! I'm no witch. I just have a broom fetish. I think you need help. Nah. Oh my God. That Crosby needs help. I got this. John. It's safety brief time. So, already played your safety brief. Don't be your wives. Don't be your husbands. Rapid before you tap it. Bridget! Better seen than heard. So, latex saves paychecks during coronavirus. And don't fornicate brooms. If you get your dick stuck in a vacuum, call 911. Just saying. And if you get hauled in the drunk tank, don't call me. I'm asleep. And love each other. Guys, stop being racist. Treat each other as equal human beings. And don't forget the snort of cocaine. Dave?
Juggle the nuggets.
Dave? Juggle the nuts. Bridget's talking to you, Dave.
Yeah, I'm trying to solve that problem right now.
The boys are being nice.
They're being nice?
They're not.
Oh, did you show them your boobs?
No!
Oh, well, that's the problem.
No! What do you have to say for this week? Dirty milkers. Dave.
What?
Talk.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's been a, why am I in... Anyways, that's weird.
You're getting it through our mic.
I know. So, anyways, yeah. You guys, get out there. Everything in the outdoors is opening up again, and it's time to get out there, do some shooting, do some hiking. Except on weekends when we go out, then you guys can stay home, so that way we can have the woods to ourselves. But yeah, time to get with the family, get with friends, and go do your own peaceful protest and get out there together. So you guys have a great week, and we will talk to you next weekend.
Absolutely, guys.
Indeed. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you again to our sponsors up at Eric's Armory and ericsarmory.com. Be sure to go over and get your rifle raffle tickets for the drawing on June 27th. Mariah, you had something else that you wanted to say?
Yep, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. We do appreciate it. Have a good week. Carl? Carl, is that you?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that did work.
Obviously.
We're still on?
Yeah, we're still on. Well, hey.
Have a great weekend.
After credit scene.
After credits.
Okay. We'll try that again.
Ow!
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Get out of here.
This has been another episode of BB Nation Radio here on Backwoods Veterans Media.